dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, yo? It's KB the Sexy Ninja in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. And I will say this off the bat. I want to spread the gospel that is called All Elite Wrestling. I want to show people that AEW is awesome. But it's hard to do that, Tony. Once I start a show for somebody and the new theme song is, I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. I know. I was like, I was like, because I was showing this to somebody. I was like, it's a new year. You should try AEW. AEW has hit or misses. Yes, storylines get lost, blah, blah, but the wrestling is superb, and you got some great stuff. And they're like, all right, fine, big head boy. We will sit here together, and we will watch AEW, and, for this January 1st, 2025 edition in Asheville, North Carolina, Fight for the Fallen, and it starts off with, I'm so excited, and it's just one of those things where I was like, I can't really, they're like, this is what you want to show me? I'm like, yeah, but, we got a lot going on in this show. Let's talk about it. We're talking about Dynamite, January 1st, 2025. Excalibur and Tony on commentary in Asheville, North Carolina. It is Fight for the Fallen. But yeah, they got a new theme song. I'm so excited. I heard that he's going to bring back the Elton John song for Collision, which I'm like, okay, cool. I like that song. Matched that show. It matched the theme. It matched what they were trying to do with Collision. And I hope they bring back the promos in the beginning, because it felt old school Saturday night fight night, but we'll see. I don't understand though why he took a great theme from Dynamite and put, I'm so excited. And I'm seeing people, oh my God, it's so great, it's so good. I'm like, okay, to each their own. Well, we started off with the Mox Cult. From World's End. He still has the championship in the briefcase. He's like, oh, bullets, I'm shaking, I'm Moxley, and everything like that. I'm just like, okay. Can we get a new AEW World Champion that's not holding this championship hostage? Because I haven't seen the damn thing since he won it, and he put it in that damn briefcase. So we go on that. The Death Riders are facing Rated FTR tonight. And then we have a Rated FTR promo backstage. And the best thing about it was, I'm just going to say Adam Copeland for now. We'll get to the fun stuff later. But Adam Copeland's like walking around, shaking like Moxley does. And I was just like, is this like a WWE thing? Yeah, I never got to let loose and walk around, way in and out of the mic. And I was just like, why are you shaking, bruh? But Adam Copeland's like, we're going to beat some ass tonight. And then we started off with our first match of the night. It's Orange Cassidy versus Hangman Adam Page. And this was a banger of a match. I didn't really care too much for the finish, because it just seemed like it was just wrapped up so quick and so fast. But Orange Cassidy versus Hangman Adam Page is a solid match. I think it was a good way to start the night, and it was definitely a back-and-forth battle between these two athletes. But Hangman Adam Page got the win. Then he attacks Orange Cassidy afterwards, and he does the Deadeye twice, and then he attacks Christopher Daniels, who comes in and tries to stop him. But Hangman Adam Page, he's crazy. He's letting loose. Then we get into Jay White cutting a promo. He's in this triple threat match, and whoever wins this triple threat match is going to be part of the Casino Gauntlet match that's going to happen next week. And I have my list of stuff. We got Wrestle Dynasty on the 5th, Wrestle Kingdom on the 4th, Wrestle Kingdom 19, Wrestle Dynasty on the 5th, World's End. This is the fallout of that pay-per-view. Casino Gauntlet match is going to be at Maximum Carnage January 8th, just a Dynamite show. AEW is on Max. March 9th is AEW Revolution with a new logo, and it's on a Sunday, which makes me very happy. And July 12th is All in Texas, and RIP Sweet Daddy Siki, 1933 to 2024, a legend in the business who passed away. Much love, much respect. I hate when old wrestlers pass away because it breaks my heart because that time is catching up to all of us and everyone and everything we were fans of and everything like that. So, but yeah, so we got this gauntlet match. The Casino Gauntlet is going to happen next week. It's going to be again with Swerve, Roderick, and Jay, and the winner gets a spot in the Casino Gauntlet. So it definitely means one of these three is going to win that Casino Gauntlet match. Because why would you have Casino is supposed to be like a game of chance. A bet. Who do you have the lucky number? And these three get a spot. Whoever's going to get a spot, but we'll go on to that. And then we go right into the Hurt Syndicate versus the Acclaimed. And I got to say, the Hurt Syndicate, they have a promo before, and MVP gets on commentary. But the Hurt Syndicate is over. Bobby Lashley is over in that crowd. Shelton Benjamin is a beast. These two massive stars are just throwing around the Acclaimed like rag dolls. But, of course, Bowens had enough. He's like, you know what? I'm not doing this no more, Max. And he steps aside because Max tagged himself in, and the Hurt Syndicate hurt him. And Bowens is like, I had enough. Whatever. They lose the match because Bowens stepped out, basically. And the Hurt Syndicate got the win. The Acclaimed is coming to the end. There's no daddy ass there either to bring them back together. But the Acclaimed are falling apart before our eyes. And we get Swerve backstage. He gets an interview because he's in this Casino Gauntlet match. He's never been in one before. And he says, this is my time. And he goes, hey, this is my first time because you were a champ at one point, so you didn't need to be in this. Then we get Jamie Hayter versus Julia Hart. I will say this. Julia Hart has the best entrance in AEW. I mean, oh my gosh. The house always wins. That metal just, the aura of Julia Hart is so great. She still needs to work on her in-ring skills, but I had a lot of fun with this match. I'm not that big on Jamie Hayter. I know she's an AEW original. She's won the World Championship, but I want Julia Hart to ascend to the top because she just has such a presence, like especially when she comes out, and I just love her ring music. But she got the win because she came in with the arrow. The ref was like, no arrow. Then miss to Jamie Hayter. I think it was miss. It looked really clear, but we'll see. But that's how Julia Hart gets the win over Jamie Hayter. We get a Will and Kyle Fletcher package. Best of friends. Not best of friends anymore, enemies, but they had one of the best matches at the pay-per-view World's End. Then we get Kenny Omega, the tease of Kenny Omega, because he came back at World's End to give Okada his championship, but say, hey, bitch, I'm back. And I love the fact that Okada cut a promo afterwards. I love Okada. I don't care what anybody says. Okada's great. And when he goes, mwah, bitch. I was just like, yeah, baby, Okada's the shit. Mwah, bitch. And I was like, that has to be a shirt. But we're going to get Kenny and Okada at some point. And we got Wrestle Kingdom this weekend. We got Wrestle Dynasty. So we're going to see what comes out of that show. I signed up for New Japan Pro Wrestling World, the app, so I can just go see these shows. I'm very excited. And I was looking into it, too. I don't think the AEW pay-per-views will stream on Max. You're still going to have to go buy them off of Triller TV or something like that. I was kind of disappointed because I was like, well, I'm tired of paying so much money for AEW. When Max was the move, I was like, that's cool. I don't mind paying the $10 or $12 a month for Peacock so I can watch the WWE pay-per-views, PLEs, sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, woo, less money thrown because I didn't want to spend the $50 no more. That was something I did not want to do, but that's not the case. And I was like, all right, mwah, bitch. Then we get a Mercedes Moné thing. I don't care. But Alex is backstage with Undisputed Kingdom because we have a match next, and that is Swerve versus Roderick versus Jay White. And I told you the winner gets a shot in the Casino Gauntlet match. Awesome match. I will say it's on par with my match of the night. But the best part about this is a Ricochet, going heel, He has a golden pair of scissors, which I love that Excalibur has to tell us on commentary. He has a golden pair of scissors. And he stabs Swerve in the head during the match. You know, there's no disqualification because it's a triple threat, causing Swerve not to win, but Jay White to get the win. And it just ended so quick with Jay covering Roderick Strong. But Ricochet in his suit with the blood and the glasses and the golden pair of scissors, he looked awesome. I will say, you know what? I think throwing toilet paper at this man was the best thing that's ever happened to him. He's got a new fire under his ass. He's, you know, we got this stabby Ricochet with the golden pair of scissors. I want to see where we're going, and I thought him doing that to Swerve was great because Swerve basically embarrassed him at World's End with the toilet paper spot, saying Happy New Year, Trevor. So Ricochet is evil, and I'm all for it. Then afterwards, Undisputed Kingdom tried to save Swerve, but Swerve's already beaten down because he destroyed him. Alex is backstage with Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, Sanjay Singh, and Karen. Jeff Jarrett has a thing tonight, which I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, he's probably not. He's probably going to do that whole, like, I'm not giving up. I am going to go win the championship tonight, right? I was like, yeah. Then Mariah May cuts a great promo backstage. You know, she says, anybody and everybody needs to understand, I have my foot on the neck of this division, and you need to understand that, and I'm Mariah effing May. So whoever wants to step up, you can try, but you ain't gonna do it. So that was that. Then we go to Jeff Jarrett. He cuts his passionate promo, and I'm just like, why do we give this TV time afterwards? Because when he says, like, I re-signed my AEW contract, and I'm getting my goal is to win the AEW championship this year. And I'm just like, no freaking way, my guy. Nobody wants Jeff Jarrett to be the AEW world champion. No, I don't want that. I was like, I like Jeff Jarrett. I love Jeff Jarrett, but I don't want to see you as champion. There's so many other people out there. Like MJF needs to reclaim his championship and everything like that. But I was just like, okay, wasted amount of TV time dedicated to this. This could have been a backstage thing, but I was like, all right, whatever. Then a Hook promo. I'm like, who cares? Then we get Hobbs versus Squash Gang. It was 2-on-1. Try to make it fair in some certain way, but Hobbs gets the win. And then I get Alex backstage with Big Bill, Brian Keith, and then Rated FTR. Adam says some things to Big Bill and says some things to Brian Keith, and it sets up a match for Collision. The Learning Tree versus Rated FTR. I'm like, woo! And they said there was no Jericho, so I even got more excited. But then we get an MJF promo from World's End, which I'm very, very excited about because he says a few things. He says, hey, Adam Cole, you won? No, you didn't. I still got my diamond ring. Now in 2025, it's time to reclaim and some retribution for, you know, my AEW championship, because I don't care if you want to burn this place down, Moxley. Go ahead, as long as I get my championship back. Great promo, great energy from my boy MJF. I hope this year is so much better to him than it was last year. Last year, I feel like he was underutilized, but now it's a clean slate. Let's move on. And MJF, you know, when he said that, the devil gets his due part 2, I was like, oh, I got goosebumps. Oh, I got goosebumps, man. And the whole retribution line, I was like, is Mustafa Ali coming? Oh, what's going on? Like, you know, there's so much stuff that could happen. And this was, you know, literally the first day in 2025. So a lot of stuff is being laid on the table. Then last up, but not least, we have Death Riders versus Rated FTR. And Rated R superstar Cope. You know, so here we go again. Oh, you know, hey, man, AEW is so awesome. Oh, is that Edge? I'm like, no, it's Cope. He shortened his name, and everyone's like, oh, it's 3 letters, like Edge. I'm like, okay, now we're doing some far-reaching here, but, you know, this match was awesome. Okay, this is on par with the Swerve, Roderick, and Jay match. This match was great. Crazy spots. Claudio's boots were shiny and gold, and I loved it. And, of course, Jay White had to come out. The spot was kind of wasted with him because I think it was supposed to be the ending of the match, but no one really reacted to it. And then Cope got a great spot with Moxie outside going through the barricade. And there was a really crazy spot with Claudio just laying right into, I forgot who it was in FTR, but just, bam, that uppercut of his. I mean, this match was awesome. what I'm not happy about the name Cope. And they kept calling him that. And I was like, stop. Please stop calling him Cope. I get it. It's shortening his last name, Adam Copeland. But you could have just gone Adam Copeland. But Cope? I wonder if that was his idea or... No, it had to be Adam's idea. Because Tony doesn't give orders. He just takes orders. That's, he's like, hey, look here, Tony. I thought about it and, how Edge is a 3-letter thing. I'm Cope now. And Tony's like, oh, Cope. Yeah. Hey, guys, commentary called him Cope. And they're like, Cope? Why are we going to call him Cope? Well, that's what he wants to be called. We can't just be Copeland? Can't, that sounds better than Cope. No, he's the rated R superstar, Cope. He could have just been called the rated R superstar. That's it. You didn't even need the 3, 4 letter. I don't know. Oh, my freaking God. Oh, you started it off with, I'm so excited. Edge is now Cope. Cope. Well, that was it. Yeah, fun match for what it was. But yeah, Death Riders and Raid FTR. I say my match of the night is Swerve, Roderick, and Jay. I'm glad that Jay got the win. I want to see Jay White get that championship at some point because I think it's time for the Switchblade to start cutting throats and start getting championships on his waist. Not the triple whatever championship, not tag team. I want him to have the main one because I'm a big Jay White fan. But that's it. That's all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Dynamite, January 1st, 2025. Excalibur and Tony on commentary. Asheville, North Carolina. The Fight for the Fallen show. And the new theme. I'm so excited. Tell me what you thought of that. Did you scratch your head? Were you like, wait, what? What? What do you think of the new Cope name for Adam Copeland? R-rated R superstar. Overall, I give this show a solid 3 out of 5. Pretty good for the start of the year, January 1st, 2025, and that is Dynamite, Excalibur, and Tony on commentary. That's it. That's all. We got Wrestle Dynasty and Wrestle Kingdom this weekend. So a lot of great stuff is on the horizon. We got a lot of stuff to look forward to. This Casino Gauntlet match next week. Then Dynamite's Maximum Carnage on January 8th. Then AEW's Revolution, March 9th. All right, and then July 12th, all in Texas. And once again, R.I.P. Sweet Daddy Siki. I was trying to find his documentary, but I can't. I don't know if anybody can tell me where I can find it. Pluto TV, anywhere. Tubi. I want to find a documentary of Sweet Daddy Siki. I wanted to watch that, so I found the credits for it on IMDb, but I can't find the documentary. So drop those comments below, hit that like, hit the subscribe, share it with your grandma, share it with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja, and this is the New World Podcast, and remember that the New World Podcast is for life.
Ricochet! Oh, Ricochet! What did he hit him with?